Hi everyone, I'm FM Greeno. Welcome along to episode 22 of the Mighty Magyars. So, as you can see from the Nations League table on screen right now, we have played 5 games out of the 6 in the group and yet to register a point. We have been relegated. I'm not too disappointed by this, as I alluded to in the previous episode. I think going down a division might actually do us a favour in the long run. If we go and take a look at what the Division C looks like, so teams that are going up from that division are teams like Montenegro, maybe Finland, Bulgaria, Georgia. Nothing that we'd have to be too worried about. So the teams that are sort of kicking around in this league, Israel, Moldova, Cyprus, Luxembourg. You know, I think they're teams that we could probably beat relatively easily. Plus it will give us an opportunity to phase out some of the older players and see which of our young crop of players are up to the task. So that's what we're going to look forward to. But for now, we have a final game against Slovakia. So here's the recent form since we were together last, which was in Copenhagen for the Denmark game. We played Ukraine away. A 1-0 defeat. It wasn't too horrible. We stuck with that weird kind of asymmetric formation, but we really didn't have any impact going forwards at all. And Soboslai was completely ineffective once again. So, yeah, not good. We then had a game against Denmark at home, and we tried a 4-4-2. It's the first time I've tried that with this team, because the striking options aren't the best. I've always tried to go one up top and get decent players in around them. And this actually worked pretty well up to a point. That point being when Zsolt Kalmar got himself sent off after 38 minutes. So we were holding our own in the game up until then. But in the second half, stats-wise, we did okay. You know, even with 10 men. But a little bit of extra quality from Denmark scored very early on and very late on and came away with a 2-0 win. That was the result that relegated us. Anyway, Slovakia, near neighbours. Looking for a bit of pride against them today. Let's go and see how we're set up. So here's that 4-4-2 that we used against Denmark in the last game. What we're tending to do, we're using inverted wingers here, so we're trying to keep a fairly narrow 4 in midfield. We have wing backs, so they kind of bomb on a little bit. We're playing Janash up top as the advanced forward, and Sholoi is playing as a deep lying forward. Soboslai is going to play in a deep lying playmaker, so he's just going to be kind of operating in this space and hopefully using his quality to get the ball forward into these kind of areas where the players in a more attacking formation are going to get on the ball. That's the theory, at least. We'll see how it goes. We have one more player to introduce you to. This is young Andras Fodor. He's a 19-year-old, came through the ranks at Debrecen, but you'll see he is now contracted to Inter Milan. They picked him up for about £3 million in the summer. So he's gone there. Obviously not going to be making any impact on the first team for a little while. But I'm sure that's going to be good for his development. So we're going to give him a game today and maybe even a run of games going forwards. Let's go and see how we do. Here we are. Fairly packed stadium in Budapest, as you'd expect. Slovakia will bring good numbers down for this game. I'm hopeful that this 4-4-2 is actually going to be a little bit more solid. It certainly looked that way against Denmark. If you remember in the game we played them with that asymmetric formation, they were kind of tearing us apart at points. But we looked a lot more structured against them with the 4-4-2. So this might be something that we can work with. Like I say, strikers are at a bit of a premium in this Hungarian setup. But well, here's Janes, he's through. Oh, go on. Oh, hits the post and can't quite get the follow-up. But that's encouraging. If you look at the stats, actually we'll look at the stats in a minute. Oh, Gulaci, what a save. Wow. Up to Janes. Can we turn this into a counter-attack ourselves? Here's Kleinheisler. Can he get the ball across? He can. Oh, but it's cleared. And here comes Slovakia. This is real end-to-end stuff. Can we boot it into touch here? Or boot him into touch? Oh, he's given away a pen, has he? No, it's a goal kick. Oh, that looked a penalty to me. Gulaci clears. Good challenge there by young Fodor. Up to Janes. Here's Nodj. Janes, can he make his way through? No, not quite. But here's Sholoi. Looks back to Sobosloy. See, that's what we're looking for from him, in that little bit deeper role, just to kind of dictate the play a little bit. Fodor, good ball in. Cleared, though, is Shaloy. Back to Sobosloy. Nego, the right fullback, cuts in, and a very, very woeful shot with his left foot. That's why he's the right back. Overall, I'm really encouraged about how we're doing in this game today. And there's a goal. Kleinheisler with a header. Goodness me, he's only about 4'2". That's amazing. Ghosting in at the back post here. Gets up above 2 defenders. Nods it into the back of the net. So, things are looking up. Why did I never think of playing a 4-4-2 with this team before? It's kind of interesting, actually, in the team setup. You play at a 4-4-2, and okay, it's not exactly a standard 4-4-2. We've gone 2 up here. Janesh has scored. But every single player in the team and on the bench complained that they were unfamiliar with the tactics. It's a 4-4-2. I've seen a lot of Hungarian football. You know, they're not exactly playing tiki-taka with asymmetric formations. It's 4-4-2 there or nothing. Anyway, Fodor here gets the ball across as he gives it to Kleinheisler. Janesh looked like he might have been offside, but obviously not. And we're 2-0 up. And look at these match stats. A complete contrast to what I've been seeing recently. We're absolutely battering them. And so we go in 2-0 up at half time. I don't think there's anything that we really need to change here. We're going to have to keep an eye on Janesh because he wasn't in great shape before the game started. We'll just keep him inspired, keep him motivated. Janesh might have to go off, and maybe we'll drop to a sort of 4-4-1-1 when he does. Put in an attacking midfielder rather than a striker. That might be an option for us. Yeah, he's struggling now, so time to bring him off. Let's see who we can bring on in his place. If we drop him here, we can move Sholoi up into the centre. Actually, we might even do that kind of asymmetrically. Maybe we'll see who comes on. Who have we got? Oh, there's another new boy. Martin Antal. Let's take a look at him. He's just come into the squad because we had an injury, so I drafted him in at the last moment. He looks all right. I think he's only 18, plays for Honved. I think he's got some potential, so let's see what he's all about. What footed is he? Right-footed. So maybe we sort of move him kind of there. Let's give that a little go. Always nice to give a youngster his debut. We think we'll be seeing a bit more of that over the next season and a half or something in the run-up towards, I guess it's the World Cup coming next. Slovakia here with an opportunity. Can we get in and disrupt them? We can't, but Gulaci comes out and claims that ball confidently. Boots it upfield. Young Fodor here on the ball. Gets it to Nodge. Sholoi is through. Shot is blocked, but recycled here by Nodge. Not the greatest ball in the world by Sobosloy, and it's cleared out for a throw-in. 15 minutes to go. Opportunity here for Slovakia. Oh no, what a terrible, terrible bit of goalkeeping. That's not great all round. We have real problems with set pieces. I mean, that's similar to the Kleinheisler one, isn't it? Sort of 2 men around him. A fairly clear run on the ball. Okay, another opportunity for us here, hopefully. Hungary. To Sobosloy. Ketchkesh boots it long to nobody in particular. Uh-oh. We have conceded 2 goals in pretty quick fashion. That's not great. The ball forward from Ketchkesh was poor. And they just kind of waltzed through our team there. Right down the middle of the pitch. Gulaci, not quite sure what he was doing there. Came out, didn't really make himself big or anything. Made it very, very simple for the forward to finish past him. So what are we going to do here? We're going to go attacking. Come on, we might as well. I don't think there's any point in making any changes at this stage. We haven't really got any attacking quality on the bench. Are we going to concede another one here? No, Gulacic mops that one up fairly comfortably. Just 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's Sholoi. Is he going to feed in someone? Yes, he is. Young Antal on his debut off the bench. It's not the first time we've seen someone come on for his debut and make an impact. If you remember, Tamas Kish did it when we played Germany in an early qualifying game. He came on and scored the winner in the 90th minute. And Antal has made a similar kind of impact here against Slovakia. Well, that's a bit better. Might just save me my job. You never know. But yeah, 3-2 win. Happy enough with that. One little bit of good news. Our under-21s have qualified for the European Championship, so that's brilliant. There are a few players in here that I am keeping a fairly close eye on. You'll see there's players here with some half-decent ability and some good potential. So these are some of the players I'll be thinking about drafting in over the next 18 months or so. Of course, when they go to that Euro Under-21 Championship, assuming it's at a time where we haven't got full international games, quite a few of the youngsters I've put into the full squad will travel to that tournament too. So, yeah, I think we'll be in with a good shout of doing well. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's nice to finish on a win, even though overall we've been relegated out of the division. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me. It helps me get seen by more people. And of course, if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. We have the Greeno Tour, European Journeyman, running alongside this. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. There's plenty of room on the Greenobus for you all, so hop aboard. Right, it just remains for me to thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for some more action with Hungary. Hojra Magyarok! Viszlát!